I'm about to get real ethnic up in here. Black culture is American culture. I'm getting sick of hearing all of this cultural appropriation crap, especially when it doesn't apply to half the people that try to claim it. I am an African American. Emphasis on the American part, because I don't talk in an African accent like this. Chadwick Boseman did it much better than I do.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
There was no reason for that video, I just find it really funny. Culture appropriation is a hard-hitting topic in America. Why? Because life is good and we need something to complain about. It's right up there with the funding the police and whether or not you identify as having a penis. But there's a big distinction I feel like most people miss when it comes to culture appropriation, which is there's a difference between appropriating a culture and appreciating that culture and showing that appreciation. Because a lot of people isn't trying to straight up steal a culture, they just love that culture. And let me explain. Let's begin with my African Americans, my black people. We love saying that white people is stealing our stuff. Listen, I'll say it once again, black culture is American culture. It doesn't matter how much we try to separate ourselves, we're here. And I see a lot of people get mad at celebs for getting popular or making money for something that they deem to be a black thing or a black culture. People like Machine Gun Kelly and Miley Cyrus. But honestly, I didn't like him that much anyway, so I'm kind of glad he found his inner fuckboy and got out the rap game. And I acknowledge that we as black people, we create a lot of things. And a lot of people love to use what we create.
Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
Whether it's dances, music, whatever. But our music, the way we dress, our style, our swag, it all comes from growing up in America. Because trust me, you would grow up in a different country, it would be dramatically different. And yes, it comes from growing up poor and poverty and the way we got treated in America. That is where it comes from. But if we were to come up in the slums of like Brazil or the slums of Greece or whatever, we would be completely different. Our culture in America is basketball and rap. It isn't soccer and drill. And sure, if we did grow up in Africa, we probably would still have drums in our music, but it would sound completely different. So yeah. Also, for every white person that succeeded using black culture, there's probably at least 100 black people that succeeded the same exact way. So I'm getting sick of seeing, I really hate when black people try to cry about getting treated differently when you're the one trying so hard to make a distinction. But there's a lot of ways in America that we see cultural appropriation and we just ignore it. We just ignore it because it doesn't benefit our agenda. I guess we like pasta and tacos way too much to care about the billions that we giving some white CEO. But we're getting mad at Kylie Jenner for making tequila. You know who else made tequila? The Rock, Michael Jordan. But I guess we don't say nothing about them because they're black. You can't say anything about a black person or you're racist. Like, black people could literally rob a store, and if the police officer put the cuffs on a little too hard, then boom, it's their problem. They're racist now. But don't get me wrong, I do draw the line at breaking into his house, killing him, and then claiming self-defense.
Well, why you pulling me? I'm right.
Sorry, you just can't do that. There's other cases of cultural appropriation too, but I just call it straight up identity theft. Like, how did a white person run the NAACP? And Aunt Jemima? And Aunt Janimba? It's like, come on, bro. But my fat ass love anything with cake in it, so I was happy to turn a blind eye to that. And if someone asked me about it, I just explained that I was taking it off the shelf. That I could no longer endure the portrayal of our people on the Aunt Jemima pancake box. But in reality, I was going home to make a stack of pancakes that would put IHOP out of business. After all, I love the smell of 372,844 pancakes in the morning. I love the smell of 372,844 pancakes in the morning. It smells like victory. Point is, cultural appropriation is in our face every day. But we pick and choose what to rant about on Twitter. Because when I was in elementary school, I made dream catchers just like everybody else. And I wonder where that came from. Pie from Mr. Gambles with Mortgage. So let's cool it about the cultural appreciation stuff. Cultural appropriation stuff. I mean, unless it's real. Just don't yell at somebody every time they're wearing a pair of Jordans and a fitted cap to the back and say, oh my God, they're stealing my culture, because we're all American. But those white people that's playing King Von and Young Dolph way too loud while wearing your khaki shorts and your penny loafers, I'm gonna need you to calm it down. Cause I see you mouthing the words, and a nigga about to fly out your mouth at any point. And then a nigga gonna fly in your mouth.
Pause, bro. Oh my gosh. I gotta edit that out, man.